Patty Christensen, Hand CRPS lady. Apologize for the little sore on my mouth. That's annoying. Today has been oddly a very emotional day. Today was the day that the amazing Mike Pannone of CTT Solutions came here and helped me to learn how to operate I don't want to set off the sensors, a pew-pew, for now that I have this, this condition, this Hand CRPS. So to not set off the sensors, there we go. He came and it was amazing. It was instructional. Luckily, my husband was here so he could take some video clips and pictures because I'm going to have to go back over it again and again and again. But the one thing before we get into it that just shocked me, anybody who knows me knows I am logic, I am not emotion. I don't do emotion, maybe 5 times in my life. But being able to finally handle and properly utilize, shall we say, a pew-pew, it was an emotional experience for me. I'm taking back that power that I had lost when I had the condition, right? Anytime you use, I'm going to get annoyed saying that, oh, well, if I set off the sensors. Anytime you use a firearm, you're going to, be using both hands. There's a lot that goes into it. And if you're using one, it means something bad is happening. And so you just need everything to run smoothly, preferably on autopilot. So just knowing that that's something I'll be able to do again, I literally got teary over it. His assistant gal, whatever we want to call Yvette, she saw it and appreciated it and said, you're taking your power back. But he came in and it was a lot of education about not just how, but the why, the when, the where, everything behind it. And then took a lot of time working with me for the different ways, like to rack. And how the normal way, if I was right-handed, my left hand, no problem. But trying to do it with my right hand, and we've found different way, because as you can see, these don't bend right. And so figuring out different ways to do the different things, but also, just getting over, it's been a number of years, so getting back into things. I found my hands doing things that they'd never done before, like the finger trying to go somewhere where it's not supposed to go, that type thing. But like I said, my husband took videos so that I can practice a lot. I'm using a hand that has not been used for much of anything for the past 18 months because of my CRPS. So I actually have a little owie from the way I have to hold the slide. If it was this hand, I would hold it like this, right? But it's this hand, so it's more like this, and it's putting a lot more pressure right there. I mean, you can just feel it. But I will build up some resistance. I'll keep doing it. And again, this time we were just practicing that part. We haven't even gone to the range. We'll save that for a little while. Just let me get used to some of these basics. But if you had told me a year ago that I would be able to do this, I mean, a year ago I couldn't even brush my own hair, that I would be able to do something like this, that has just said there's no way. So I really, again, I'm super grateful for Mike Pannone. I'll put his info in in my show notes. But just want to reiterate, if you're new into CRPS, don't give up hope. I think a lot of people, and that's why it's called the SUICIDE illness, is you just give up. I say stay in there, because here I am 18 months into my journey and I'm actually able to rack a Ruger. That's what we'll do to hopefully keep the sensors off of me. And so I just wanted to share that. I also, again, it was so strange to me to have this be such an emotional experience, to be able to do something that I really never thought I'd be able to do again. I'm going to maybe add on a couple of videos or clips. I've got to be super careful because, again, because of the sensors. but I'll try to, if pictures or video or something after this. Thanks.
You pull that back, you know, this way, so you're left-handed, okay, and then rotate the gun over. What I want is you to be in your range, your normal range of motion. This is not your normal range of motion. You don't do anything in life like this. You do lots of stuff like this where you push and pull. That's what I want. And when you do it, you grasp this. You don't necessarily have to hold this static and pull. You can push and pull at the same time. So if you look at it relative to a known point,
Right.
my hand, when I charge it, look where this point goes for my hand.
Right. Yes.
I'm pushing and pulling at the same time. If anything, I'm just holding this and pushing with my hand. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying to maximize your ability to manage the gun without using that bad hand.
Right.
So again, so rotate it over.
This way.
Just like, and you're grabbing it. Like you grab anything and pull it. You grab a rope and pull. So try that.
Because that's where I don't know if you can tell, my wrists are messed up too. But so,
You just pull back and let it snap forward.
Now
Yep,
I
release.
am,
There you go. You know what you got to do. Okay.
let me,
Yep. There you go. Easy breezy. See? And what did you notice that you did when you ejected that round that made it successful?
I just pushed in and let it fall out.
Exactly. You managed the gun. You exerted energy on the gun in the manner that the gun wanted energy exerted on it, because that's how it's designed. Okay. Every time you do something slow, this gun, when it's being utilized, doesn't move slowly. No parts on this gun move slowly.
Right.
When you move them slowly, you're functioning the gun outside of the design parameters. It wasn't intended to go really slow. It was intended to go really fast. And so we're trying to replicate that. That's why we do it. Just so you understand, like theoretically, it should work perfectly fine slow, but that actually isn't true.
Okay.
It isn't designed that way.
Right.
So each time you do that, you're getting it intuitively. You have to give it a burst of energy versus giving it you have to give it 100% of the energy you have for a quarter of a second versus 70% of the energy you have for 3 seconds, and it doesn't work. Okay, so it's like the math problem doesn't even work right.
Right.
Load it and unload it.
Okay, way up high.
You're getting it. Okay, now magazine out and unload it.
By the way, I caught myself going down there.
That's why I didn't say anything.
I caught
That's
it.
why I was shutting up over here. I was shutting up as loud as I could.
You know, I'm harder on myself than anybody else ever would be.
There you go.
And you know what came out? 'Cause